Happy birthday, Joe.
Good evening and welcome to Clinton High School for tonight's game between the Gibbs Lady Eagles and the Clinton Lady Dragons. First of all, we'd like for you to rise for the playing of our national anthem here this evening. Once again, good evening and welcome to Clinton High School, where it's senior night here for both the Lady Dragons and the Dragons and our senior cheerleaders and dance team members. But we'll get to that a little bit later. First of all, our starting lineup for the visiting Gibbs Lady Eagles. At forward, number 24, Rebecca Spirdalis. At another guard, number 14, Faith Hayes. At guard, number 5, Nevaeh Large. At guard, number 4, Carson Qualls. And at point guard, number 15, Annie Buckner. Lady Eagles are coached by Kendall McGill. And now we'll start the lineups for the Clinton Lady Dragons. First of all, we have 6 seniors this evening. The first senior is number 2, Grace Stewart. Position, a senior, number 10, Josie Moody. At the 2, a senior, number 14, Kylie Gallagher. And the last senior this evening, but certainly not the least, the point guard, number 1, Annie Gamble.
Welcome into Clinton Lady Dragons basketball here on Dragon Vision. My name is Matt Hagan, flying solo tonight as it is senior night here at the Donnie Dome. You were just now listening to PA announcer Skip McMillan as he gets ready to introduce all the seniors. All of the 6 senior moms were out there as the team ran onto the court for the first time tonight. Getting ready to pick up this game. We had a JV game earlier tonight. The final score was 44-42 in favor of Gibbs Lady Eagles, but it went into double overtime. Tonight's matchup features the 2-loss Clinton Lady Dragons against the Gibbs Lady Eagles. Starting for your Dragons, Addie Gamble, Lainey Carmichael, Josie Moody, Sammy Gallagher, and Hutchison. Gamble into Carmichael, and 1 to start the game. Assist to Gamble, Carmichael with the basket. 6 seconds into the game, Lady Dragons lead by 2.
House number 15, Annie Buckner, her first, team first.
The foul was on Carpenter, her first, team first. Basket's up and good. Old-fashioned three-point play to begin the game. 3-0 in favor of the Lady Dragons. Gibbs with the ball in the backcourt. Full court heave, over the head, tipped out of bounds. Last touch looks like by Addie Gamble. It will be Gibbs' ball. 7:47 remaining in the first quarter. Gibbs inbounds to the backcourt. Coming up, number 14, that is Faith Hayes with the ball. Hayes guarded by Moody. Looking for someone to pass it to. Being guarded right along the back baseline. She gets it over to 19. Or 15, excuse me. Get the names here in just a minute. Drives in. Goes up. Hutchison with some good defense. Bounces back to 15. 15 looking in. Deflected by Gamble. Stolen by Hutchison. Gets over to Gamble. Gamble in the backcourt. Coming across the timeline with it. Gets it over to Moody. Moody in the wing. Up to Gamble. Gamble thought about a 3. She's going to get back to Moody. Moody thought about three, drives in, gets up through a foul. No basket, but got a lot of contact and will go to the line for two.
That's number 4, Carson Qualls, her first, team second.
It's 2 team fouls now on Gibbs. Moody's first one's up and good. 4-0 now your score here. Less than a minute into this game. Second one's up and good. 5-0. Lady Dragons start. Moody with 2, Carmichael with 3. Gibbs inbounds, 15 with the ball. That is Buckner. Buckner to 14. Buckner's got it again, gets it back to Hayes. Hayes up to number 4. 4 in the front court, goes in, up, back, and will make the basket. Looks like she made the basket right there and a foul on the Lady Dragons. Fouls on Hutchison, her first, team first. 6:58 to go in the first quarter. 5-2 is your score. Hayes at the line, up, and makes it 5-3 now the score. Hutchison to Gamble. Gamble's going to come slowly across into the front court with it. Gamble to Carmichael. Carmichael across to Moody. Moody lines up a 3 off the front of the iron. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to try to run it. 2-on-1. 24 goes up. A lot of contact off the backboard and in. Tied now at 5. Gibbs on a 5-0 run. Gamble blows by the defender. About 10-footer off the backboard, no good. Rebound went to 5. Up to Gibbs. Gibbs full court. Deflected by Gamble. Last touch by Gamble out of bounds. 6:22 remaining. And it's 5-5 the score, not 5-7. Gibbs to inbounds. 15 with the ball. I'll get those numbers in a minute. 5, 4, 3. No good. Rebound goes to Carmichael. Carmichael, full court heave. Gets it to Moody. Moody off the leg to Gallagher. They're going to call a push underneath the basket, though. 6:10 to go. Third team foul on Gibbs. That foul is going to be on 14, Hayes. That's her first, team third. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. Moody with the inbound. Moody to Carmichael. Carmichael thought about 3. She's going to drive in. Gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison back to Moody. Moody backs it up, goes through the screen, drives in, bounce pass over to Carmichael off, and it rims in. Big three-pointer right there by Carmichael. From the corner. 8-5 your score. Stops a 5-0 run by Gibbs. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Double team, gets it in. Gallagher tries to get it, but 24 is able to recover it. Gets it over to 15. Buckner with the ball. She backs out, being guarded by a pair of Dragons. Inside, up, too long. Rebound goes to 5. Stolen by Moody. Moody bounces it up to Carmichael. Carmichael, 2-on-1. Goes up off the backboard and in. 10-5 your score. Another 5-0 run now by the Lady Dragons. Largest lead of the night. Buckner with the ball over to Hayes. Hayes back to Buckner. Guarded by Hutchison. Gets it inside. Bounce pass stripped. Stolen by Gamble. Lady Dragons all-time steals leader. Drives it up. She's going to blow by the defender. Tries to go coast to coast. No good. Rebound goes to Gibbs. 24 with the rebound. Dribbles it off her foot. Gets it back to Hayes. 10-5 your score. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Moody with the steal off the deflection. 3-on-2. Moody's going to drive. Goes off the contact. Gets a foul and goes up. No basket, but will go to the line for a pair. You've got Gamble, Gallagher, Carmichael, Moody, and Hutchison on the floor for the Lady Dragons.
At the line for the Lady Dragons, Josie Moody.
That foul was on number 15, Buckner, her second, team fourth. Any more fouls for Gibbs, and he'll be shooting the rest of the way. Moody's up off the back of the iron, no good. Substitutions, you got Sammy Stewart coming in for the Lady Dragons, along with Jaylee Rod and Taylor. Only two staying out are Moody and Gamble. Moody up. Makes it 11-5 lead. Largest lead of the night. Full court pressure from the Lady Dragons. Goes across to Butler, 14, or Hayes. Hayes to 5, inside to 24, up, backboard, and the foul. Taylor gets her first foul in the first couple seconds that she's in. 11-7 now your score.
Number 22, Taylor.
And that'll go to Rebecca Spearhouse will be at the line for 1. 11-7 your score, 4:29 left in the first quarter. Rims out, rebound by Moody. Moody's going to go to Gamble. Gamble over to Rod. Rod spots up from 3. A little bit long, rebound. Goes to the Lady Dragons. They're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow to Gibbs. 4:16 to go. 11-9 is the score. Hayes with the ball. And again, it's a walk in the back court. The walk issued to Nevaeh Large for the Lady Eagles. 4:12 remaining in the first quarter. Taylor with the ball inbound from Gamble. Taylor to Moody. Moody by herself. Thought about a 3. She drives in, gets it back to Taylor. 4-3. In and out. Rebound Moody. Moody off the backboard. No good. Rebound Stewart. Stewart off the backboard and gets it in. Second chance points from the Lady Dragons there. 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. Taylor almost with a steal. Deflected. Picked up by Gibbs. Inside to 2. 2 off the backboard. No good. Rebound Stewart. Stewart to Gamble. Gamble in the backcourt. Now in the front court with it. Up by 4 into the corner to Moody. Moody, 4-3. Too short. Rebound. Taylor. Taylor's got the ball. Blocked. And rebound by 2, but she steps on the line. 3:27 remaining. The block was by Ella Wilkerson. Gamble with the ball, looking to inbound. Gamble throws it high, gets it to Taylor. Taylor by herself, 4-3. Makes it. 16-9, largest lead of the night for the Lady Dragons. Gibbs with the ball in the backcourt. She gets stuck. Runs back to get it is number 5, gets it back to Hayes. Hayes deflected, stolen by Taylor. Taylor's going to get it. Taylor's going to try a full court heave to Stewart. Stewart to Moody. Off the contact, no good. Rebound. Gamble. Gamble with it. 4-3. Drains it. 10-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 19-9 your score. Stolen by Gamble. Gamble's got it again. She's going to try to go past everyone, gets fouled. She will go to the line for a pair. That is team foul number 5 with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. The foul is on number 14.
That's number 14, Faith Hayes.
That's Hayes. Her second, team 5th.
To the line for Clinton, Eddie Gamble.
19-9 your score right now. Make it 20-9. 11-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Topanga Easterday, Carmichael check in. Rod and Moody check out. Gamble with the ball. Drains both of them. 12-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Buckner with the ball. Buckner over to Large. Large to Buckner. Buckner in the front court. Stolen by Gamble off the arm of Carmichael. Gamble tried to throw it into Carmichael, but Carmichael wasn't ready for it. So it'll remain Gibbs' ball in the front court. In the back court, Large gets it. Now Large got it now over to Buckner. Back to Large in the wing. Large to Buckner. Buckner trying to find someone, gets it into number 2. Fouled by Stewart on a shooting foul. Wilkerson will go to the line for a pair. That is Stewart's first, team 3rd.
Team 3rd. Ella Wilkerson to the line.
Wilkerson to the line for a pair. First one's up. No good off the front of the iron. We got Carmichael, Easterday, Gamble, Taylor, and Stewart on the floor for your Lady Dragons. 21-9 your score. Make it 21-10 after the free throw. She went 1 for 2. Stewart inbounds, took Taylor. Taylor's going to run it. Taylor into the corner to Gamble. Gamble for a contested 3, drains it. 24-10 now.
Gamble for 3.
2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Lady Dragons up 14. Gamble tried for a steal and gets it. No, Gibbs gets it back and drains a 2-pointer. And a stoppage.
Basket, Carson Paul.
Quick timeout called by Gibbs. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're watching Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Dragon Vision here at the Donny Dome. It is your Lady Dragons doubling up the Gibbs Lady Eagles 24-10 with 1:55 left in the first quarter. On the floor for your Lady Dragons, Carmichael, Easterday, Gamble, Moody, and Taylor. It is senior night here for the Lady Dragons. Lady Dragons, 6 seniors on this team. Moody over to Taylor. Taylor being double teamed, tries to run by, gets underneath, gets hacked, no foul called. Carmichael with the rebound and puts it up and gets fouled, so she'll go to the line for a pair. Taylor didn't get the call, but Carmichael did. 6th team foul for Gibbs. The foul is on number 4. That is Qualls. Her second.
Lady Carmichael at the line.
Actually, the score is 24-10. They gave them, I was wondering what happened. They gave them 2 points at some point for Gibbs, so now the score is 25-10. Second one's up, second one's good. 16-point lead for your Lady Dragons here in the first quarter. Buckner with the ball. Buckner over to Large. Large steps through, deflected by Gamble and out of bounds. Gamble's got, nearly has 4 steals already in this game. In the backcourt with the ball is Wilkerson. Wilkerson over to Large. Large bounces it into Buckner. Or no, that's Hayes. Hayes up for 2. 26-12 now your score. Easterday with it to Gamble. Gamble's going to jog it up the floor. Into the front court with it. Gamble to Taylor. Taylor spots up from 3. Little strong. Rebound goes to Gibbs. 34 with the rebound. Gets it over to Large. Large being guarded by Taylor. Gets it over to 15, which is Buckner. Buckner to 4. She's up for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Easterday. Easterday to Gamble. Gamble got a 2-on-1. She's going to hesitate. Up. Backboard. No good. Rebound. Gibbs. And Easterday's going to be called for a foul underneath the basket. 43.8 seconds left. It'll be the 4th team foul for the Lady Dragons. Substitutions for the Lady Dragon, or for both teams. Hutchison comes back in for Easterday. 26-12 your score with 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Gibbs with the ball. In the backcourt, gets it up to it's up to Hayes. Hayes to Buckner. Buckner to the corner to number 24. She gets it up, deflected by the Lady Dragons. Picked up by Gibbs. Gibbs got 27 seconds. She's trying to find someone. Bounces it, stolen by Hutchison. Hutchison's going to run it. She's going up. Gets it deflected out of and saved by Gibbs. Picked up by Carmichael. Carmichael back to Hutchison. Nearly loses it. Back to Carmichael. Carmichael to Taylor. Taylor gets it. Spins around. Gets it to Moody. Moody for 3. Too strong. Rebound. It's picked up by Gibbs. Gibbs on a fast break with a rebound. 3 seconds left off the backboard and in. Score after the first quarter, 26-14. Fast moving couple minutes in that quarter. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready for the second quarter action here on Dragon Vision.
job, ladies.
Welcome back to Clinton Lady Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. Getting ready to start the second quarter action. Moody, Carmichael, Gamble, Hutchison, and Taylor on the floor for your Lady Dragons, leading by 12, 26-14. Earlier in the action, if you missed it, we had a JV game. The end of it might have been streamed. The final score was 44-42. It was a double overtime victory for Gibbs, though. Gamble and Taylor trying to figure out who's going to inbound the ball first. Gamble, it looks like she'll inbound it. She gets it to Taylor. Taylor's going to walk it across into the front court. Taylor gets over to Moody. Moody, bounce pass to Carmichael. Carmichael gets fouled, no call, a lot of contact. Stolen by Moody. Moody up, backboard, no good. Rebound by Gibbs. And a jump ball, they are going to call it jump ball. Possession arrows will stay with Gibbs. 7:44 left to go in the first half. Gibbs coming across the front court and overthrown. Hayes overthrew Buckner for that one. Turnover by Gibbs. 7:38 left to go in the first half. Gamble to Taylor. Taylor's going to walk it across. Gets it up to Gamble. Gamble in the front court, bounce pass to Taylor. Taylor, hesitation over to Gamble in the corner. Gamble for three, too long, gets up to rebound Moody. Just as good as an assist on that one. Lady Dragons doubling up Gibbs, 28-14. Hayes with the ball to Buckner, back to Hayes. Hayes with the double team, up to Buckner. Deflected, stolen by Carmichael. Carmichael runs it, 3-on-2. Carmichael, coast to coast, up, no good. Rebound, last touch by Gibbs. Should be Lady Dragons basketball under the basket. 7:02 remaining. After this, you will have the Dragons versus the Eagles. Qualls checking in for the Lady Eagles. Gamble to Moody, by herself off the backboard and in. Moody snuck behind everybody. 30-14 now, largest lead of the night for the Lady Dragons. Hayes with it to Buckner. Buckner tries to get by Moody. Inside, gets it to 24, back to Buckner. Buckner loses control, stolen by the Lady Dragons, stolen by Gamble. Gamble's going to jog it up. Comes into the front court. Gamble drives by herself, coast to coast and in. 32-14. I'll have stats at halftime when I get them from the scorebook. 32-14 now for the Lady Dragons. Into the corner, deflected, picked up by Gibbs, out of bounds, no foul. She stepped on the line, turnover, Lady Eagles. Gamble inbounds to Taylor in the backcourt. Lady Dragons slowing the pace down, 6:10 to go, up 18. Up to Gamble. Gamble being double teamed, bounce pass to Taylor. Taylor into Hutchison. Hutchison to the corner to Moody. Moody backs out, goes all the way opposite corner to Gamble. Gamble for three, short. Rebound, Gibbs. Gibbs with the ball, trying to see who's going to, thank you. And stolen by Gamble. Gamble with it. Gamble to Taylor. Taylor steps in from the free throw line. In. 20-point lead for the Lady Dragons.
Taylor.
Gibbs with the ball, coming into the front court. Buckner gets a timeout called. Gibbs has a timeout. It's their second timeout. 5:30 to go. And it will be a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick timeout here with them. You are listening to Clinton Lady Dragon Basketball on Dragon Vision.
Good job, Hannah Cook.
Welcome back to Clinton Lady Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. 34-14 your score here in the second quarter. Gibbs will start with the ball in the front court because she ran across the timeline in order to get the timeout across in the front court. 5:30 remaining, 34-14. Full court pressure for the Lady Dragons. Inbounds off the backboard. Foul on Gallagher. No basket, but a foul on Gallagher. The first foul of the second quarter for either side. Gallagher, Rod, Moody, Taylor, and Gamble on the floor for the Lady Dragons. At the line for Lady Eagles is number 22, Sydney Vowell. First one's up. Off both sides of the iron. No good. That was Gallagher's first foul of the game. Yao at the line for her second. Up. No good. Rebound, Moody. And Moody's going to get called for probably an offense. No. Yeah, they're going to call an offensive foul because Moody discarded the defender underneath the basket. Be the second team foul for the Lady Dragons. First foul on Moody.
Her first, team second.
Qualls to inbounds for the Lady Eagles. Qualls can't find anyone. Nearly 5 seconds. Finally gets it up to the top to 22. 22 into number 24. Spiritos with it. Spiritos over to Large. Off the hands of Hayes. Hayes gets it back, though. Deflected by Taylor. Hayes picks it up. She travels. She picked up the ball and forgot that she picked it up. Turnover for the Lady Eagles. 20-point lead for your Lady Dragons. Taylor inbounds to Gamble. Gamble to Taylor. Taylor in the front court over to Gamble. Gamble thinks about a deep three. Little short. Rebound. Rod fights for that rebound. Jumps up. Gets over to Taylor. Taylor to Moody. Moody for a short two. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound. Goes to Gibbs. Jump ball. But they're going to call a foul on the Lady Dragons. Foul on Rod. Team foul number 3 with 4:51 remaining. Carmichael to check in for Moody.
That's number 5, Jamie Rod. Her first.
That's Rod's first. Lady Dragons with 3 team fouls early in this second quarter. Hayes with the ball. Hayes over to Buckner, picked up by Taylor. Gets into the front court, double team. Stolen, deflected by Carmichael. Carmichael, Taylor, Taylor to Carmichael. Carmichael went up for 2 and gets fouled. First foul of the quarter for the Lady Eagles. Carmichael goes to the line for a pair. That foul
Number 15, Annie Buckner.
is on Buckner. Her third already in this game. First of the team, first of the quarter. Carmichael's first one's up off the back of the iron, no good. Still a 20-point lead. Large checking in for Buckner. Carmichael at the line, makes it. 35-14, 21-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Large inbounds to Hayes. Hayes to Large. Large back to Hayes. Into the front court. Nearly loses it. Gets it back to Large. Large stolen by Rod. Rod's going to run it. Full court heave to Taylor. Taylor picks it up. Bounce pass off the leg of Gibbs, though. 4:21 remaining. 21-point lead. Gamble to inbound. Gamble to Taylor. Taylor off the backboard. No good. Rebound. Fought for, picked up by Carmichael. Or no, by Gallagher. To Gamble for 3. No good. Rebound, Rod. Rod up for 2. In the basket. Second time today we've had multiple offensive rebounds in the same possession. 37-14, 23-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Buckner saves it. Or Hayes saves it. Deflected by Gallagher. Or deflected by Carmichael. Picked up backcourt. Stolen by Taylor. Taylor, bounce pass, too strong for Carmichael. Full substitutions for the Lady Dragons. Gamble and Gallagher are going to sit. Moody and Stewart come back in. Hayes with the ball. She's got Large in the backcourt with her. Hayes gets it to Large in the front court, back to Hayes. Over to number 4 for 3, makes it. 37-17. Taylor with the ball, running across. Taylor's going to get past. She's going to bounce it to Carmichael. 4-3. A little short. Rebound, Gibbs. Hayes with it, being double teamed in the backcourt, trying to get around, looking for someone. Finds Dakota Large. Bounce pass up to number 24 for the Gibbs Lady Eagles. Bounce pass into 4. Fouled by Stewart and makes the basket. 37-19, 3:11 remaining in this second quarter. Team foul 4 for the Lady Dragons. At Stewart's second. Gamble in, Rod out. Qualls at the line to see if she can make the old-fashioned three-point play. (37-20) the score, according to the clock up here. Taylor with the ball in the front court. Taylor trying to get around the screen. Hesitation step, gets it to Gamble. Gamble with the ball. Gamble gets past the screen by Carmichael. Into the corner to Stewart. Stewart off the hand of Moody. It's a 2-on-1 now on the steal from Gibbs. Gibbs blows by. 24. Not fouled. No contest. 37-22 now the score. Taylor to Carmichael. Carmichael across to Gamble. Over her head but catches it. Gamble's got it. She's going to drive in. Gets it to Taylor. Taylor for a deep 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Gibbs on a little bit of a run here. 15-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Near steal. It is a steal by Taylor. Then it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow should favor the Lady Dragons. And does. .2:21 remaining in the first half. 37-22. Taylor inbounds to Gamble in the backcourt. Taylor getting the call from Coach Dougherty. Gamble in the front court. Gamble to Carmichael. Carmichael looking for someone, gets it to Taylor, deflected. Taylor gets it back. Taylor drives in from the free throw line, no good. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Hayes with the ball now. Hayes going to come across into the front court with it. Down 15. Dribble handoff to 24. She's going to get it back to 3 for 3. Short rebound goes to number 24 for Gibbs. And a foul. And it will be a shooting foul. It'll be a foul on Gamble. The rebound went to Spiritos. 1:46 to go. Team foul number 5 for the Lady Dragons. Five fouls to 1 in the second quarter. Spiritos at the line for a pair. First one's up, first one's good. That is Gamble's first foul of the game. 37-23. Second free throw is up. Second free throw is short. Rebound goes to Moody. Moody's going to go to Gamble. Gamble in the front court. She slows down. Hesitation and stolen by Gibbs. And off the foot of a Lady Dragon, I think. Last touch? No, it's last touch by Gibbs. Good deflection there by Gamble to get it off the foot of Gibbs. 1:37 remaining in the first half. Gamble to inbound to Moody. Moody back to Gamble. Gamble's going to slow the pace down just a little bit. 90 seconds left to go in the first half. Lady Dragons up 37-23. Gamble with the ball. Hand off to Moody. Around the screen, gets over to Easterday. Easterday to Gamble. Gamble, deep 3. Too strong. Rebound goes to Hutchison. Back to Gamble. Gamble drives in. Runner. And in. Friendly roll on that rim. 39-23. 70 seconds to go in the first half. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Double team. By herself in the lane. No good. Rebound Easterday. Easterday gets it deflected, but Gamble picks up in the backcourt. Gamble's got to get across the timeline and does. Full court heave to Moody. Moody to Carmichael. Carmichael gets it. Off the backboard, fouled, no basket. 46 seconds to go. Carmichael will be at the line for a pair.
That's number 22, Sydney Yell. Her first.
That foul on Sydney Yell. Her first, team second. Carmichael up. Too strong. 39-23, 46 seconds left to go in the first half. Second one, too strong. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Hayes with the ball in the backcourt. Hayes thought about a full court heave. Gets in the front court with it by herself. Trying to get around some defenders, gets it over to number 4. Deflected by Gamble. Deflected the second time, but they're going to call Gamble on a reach-in. 32 seconds to go, and that's Gamble's second, and team sixth at the line for a pair will be number 4, Claus for Gibbs. 39-23, 32 seconds left. 39-24 now. Taylor checks in for the Lady Dragons. Gamble sits down. Rod checks in. Easterday sits down. Qualls for her second. Up and good. 39-25. Substitutions coming in for Gibbs. Number 34 checks in. That is Charlie Harris. Taylor with the ball in the backcourt. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Up 14. 39-25. Taylor, bounce pass to Moody. Moody looking for, trying to get it. Someone gets it over to Rod. Rod to Taylor. Taylor for 3. Drains it. 42-25. 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Gibbs with the ball across the timeline. Picked up by Rod. Dribble handoff to Large. Large in. Stolen by Hutchison. And she will hold it. And she gets knocked to the ground at the halftime. Your halftime score, Lady Dragons 42, Lady Eagles 25. We'll be back in just a few minutes with some halftime stats if we can get them here on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Lady Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. Rounding out the end of the first half. Your score, Clinton Lady Dragons lead 42-25. Lady Dragons coming in with 2 losses on the season. Trying to continue their record-setting year. Gibbs will start with the ball here in the second half, trailing by 17. Stolen by Moody. Moody with a quick steal, bounce pass to Gamble. Gamble off the backboard and in. Quick 2 points there for the Lady Dragons, now up 19, 44-25. Full court heave, deflected, nearly stolen by Easterday. Buckner with the ball for the Lady Eagles. Picked up on a double team. Gets it over to Hayes. Hayes to Large, deflected, stolen by Taylor. Deflected by Moody, stolen by Taylor. Up to Easterday. Easterday, fast break, backboard, no good, but a foul. Easterday will go to the line for a pair. I said I'll give you stats. I'll give you those here. During the next break, I'll give you what the halftime stats were. 44-25. As foul is on Nevaeh Large, number 5. It's her first, team first of the quarter. Easterday up and good, 45-25. You've got Carmichael, Gamble, Easterday, Moody, and it looks like Gallagher on the floor. Second one's no, I was Taylor on the floor. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Buckner to Large. Large to 4, deflected by Easterday, picked up by Buckner. Buckner guarded closely by Easterday. Gets it to Hayes. A little bit behind her, but she picks it up. Hayes picked up by Taylor. Deflected by Taylor, picked up by Hayes. Using the sideline as an extra defender, deflected by Moody, but kept it. Bounce up to Large. Large back to Hayes. Hayes over to Qualls. Qualls blocked by Gamble and out of bounds. Great defense by the Lady Dragons on that possession. 20-point lead. Minute 4 gone in the third quarter. Substitutions coming in. Looks like Hutchinson and Taylor are going to take a seat real quick. You've got Rod coming in for the Lady Dragons. Trying to inbound it over to Hayes. Hayes picks it up. Hayes going to try to go around Carmichael. Gets it over to Qualls. Qualls off the hands of a cutting Buckner. 6:48. Lady Dragons basketball underneath the basket. Easterday to Gamble. Gamble's going to come up. Once again, you got Gamble, Easterday, Rod, Moody, and Carmichael on the floor for the Lady Dragons. Gamble in the front court. Blows past the defender. Runner off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Gibbs. No, picked up by Carmichael, up off the backboard. A lot of contact, no call. Gibbs trying for a fast break, stolen by Rod. Rod goes by herself off the backboard, no good, but will go to the line for a pair. Team foul number 2 for Gibbs. Foul is on number 24. That is Spiros. Her first, team second. Rod at the line for a pair. First one's up. Rims around, no good. Hutchinson checks in. Easterday sits down. Rod trying to make the second. And does. 46-25, 21-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Gibbs gets the ball underneath the basket. Gets it in to Buckner. Buckner to Hayes. Hayes deflected but picked up by Qualls. Qualls to Large. Large 4-2. Makes it. 46-27. Gamble to Moody. Moody's going to bring it up for the Lady Dragons, up 19. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Moody to Gamble. Gamble gets past a screen by Moody. Sets up for 3. Drains it. 49-27. Buckner with the ball. Gets it to Hayes. Hayes picked up by Moody at half court. Bounce pass to Large. Large to Hayes. Off her foot, she picks it up. Gets it over to Large. Large to the corner to Buckner. Buckner inside. 24, bounce passes to Qualls. Qualls tries to get around Moody. Blocked by Moody. and escorted it out of bounds after she blocked it. 5:35 remaining in the third quarter. Rod checks out. Taylor checks back in. Qualls to inbounds. To 24, back to Qualls. Qualls, hands off to Hayes. Hayes picked up by Hutchinson. Over to Large. Large into 24, nearly deflected by Moody. Qualls has it. Deflected out, going to try to pick it up. Hayes gets it inbounds, it's deflected. Lady Dragons almost steal it. Backcourt picks it up with Qualls. Qualls to Hayes. Hayes to 24, 24 to Buckner for three, makes it. 49-30, your score. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Taylor with the ball. Taylor picks it up over the wing, tries to blow by Large, and does. 51-30. Hayes with the ball now. Hayes slows it down to bring it to the near side of the court. Gets it to Large in the backcourt. Still had not crossed the timeline, now gets it to Qualls. Or no, it's to Hayes, excuse me. Hayes into the corner. Deflected out of bounds by Gamble. That's nearly number 10 on Gamble today. She's deflected so many of those passes. 51-30, 4:37 to go. Qualls to inbounds. Gets over to Large. Picked up by Moody. Bounce pass in. Stolen by Gamble. Number 6 or 7 on the night. Gamble comes into the front court with it. Spots up. Deep three. Drains it. 54-30. 4:24 remaining in the first half. We'll have to see, or in the third quarter, excuse me. I'll have to see how many threes she's made today. She had 7 earlier in this season. Off the hands of Buckner. Saved. Out of bounds, though. 4:11 to go, 24-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Substitutions coming on. Number 22, Sydney Yao comes in for the Lady Eagles as Taylor gets the ball in the backcourt from Gamble. Taylor in the front court with it. Taylor, Gamble, Hutchinson, Moody, and Carmichael on the floor for the Lady Dragons. Gamble spots up. Another deep three. In and out. Rebound. Gibbs out of bounds, last touched by Gibbs. 3:54 remaining, 24-point lead. Gamble will inbound for the Lady Dragons. Gamble gets it to Moody in the top of the circle, just outside the 3 line, drains it, nothing but net. 27-point lead now for the Lady Dragons, 57-30 in the third quarter. Full court heave, deflected by Gamble, picked up by Qualls. She loses control. Tries to find someone, can't find anyone. Splits the defenders and gets it over to Hayes. Hayes to Large. Large into the corner to 15. That's Buckner for 3. Taylor with the ball. Taylor now in the front court. Gets it over to Moody. Moody, heave, Gamble, 3-pointer. Little strong, rebound Moody. Moody, bounce pass to Carmichael. She's blocked. No call, a lot of contact, but the basket. 59-33, 26-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Stolen by Carmichael. Carmichael trying for a fast break. Up, backboard, basket. 61-33, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lady Dragons looking to improve to 24-2 on the season. As Gamble flies into the stands trying to get another steal. Hutchison checks out. Rod checks in the backcourt with the ball is Gibbs. Gibbs gets it to Buckner in the front court. Buckner gets it stolen by Gamble, number 8 on the night. Gamble drives through, drives in, through contact off the backboard, no good, but it's a pass to Moody. Moody off the backboard, no good. Rebound Carmichael, and one. 63-33 now, 2:34 remaining. Fouls on number 4. That is Qualls. Her third, team third of the third quarter. 30-point lead for the Lady Dragons, make it 31 after the basket by Carmichael. Hayes into Buckner. Buckner back to Hayes in the backcourt. 2:32 remaining in the third quarter. 64-33 is the score. Moody splitting Buckner and Hayes. Gets into the corner. Into a cutting. That is Hayes cutting. And Hayes gets called for the double dribble. 2:17 remaining. Taylor with the ball in from Gamble. Taylor's going to walk it across. Closing in on 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Over into the corner to Moody. Moody for three. Little strong. Rebound goes to Carmichael. Carmichael to Taylor. Taylor for three. Little strong. Rebound. Moody. Moody gets it to Carmichael for three. Carmichael, air ball, picked up by Gamble off the backboard and in. Doubling up the Lady Eagles now, 66-33 with 1:48 to go in the third quarter. .22 with the ball, being guarded by Carmichael and Moody. She can't get around it. Should be a 5-second call already. They haven't called it. Now they call 5 seconds. 91 seconds to go. Big defense right there by Carmichael and Moody. Gamble will get the ball. Once again, Gamble, Taylor, Rod, Carmichael, and Moody on the floor for your Lady Dragons. Taylor with the ball. Taylor now in the front court with it. 33-point lead into the corner to Moody. Moody back to Taylor. Taylor into Carmichael. Carmichael gets it to Moody. Moody to Taylor. Taylor, she drives, gets into Carmichael, deflected, back to Moody. Moody to Rod. Rod to Taylor. Taylor, Gamble, three, drains it. A lot of good passing right there by the Lady Dragons. 69-33, 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. Into the front court comes Hayes. Hayes picked up by Gamble. 50 seconds to go. Gamble deflects it, gets another steal, and steps on the line. I thought she was going to have a fast break. 9 steals by Addie Gamble, if I'm not mistaken, already, with 1 quarter and 50 seconds left. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Gibbs inbounds it. She's looking for someone. Gets over to 13. First time I've seen her on the floor tonight. Guarded by Rod. She's going to get around, picked up by Carmichael. Floats it in, stolen by Taylor. 40 seconds left. She's going to do it to Carmichael over her head. Bounce pass to Gamble, up, backboard, in. 71-33 with 35 seconds to go. 38-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Less than 30 seconds left. Hayes with the ball. Dribbles it to Qualls. Qualls picks it up. Qualls being guarded, deflected, almost stolen by Taylor. 17.5 seconds left. We're going to get our clock sunk up with the score table right here. 17.5 seconds left. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Qualls to inbound. Trying to find someone, gets it to, it's at 13 for the Lady Eagles. Trying to get around Taylor. Can't get around Taylor. 14 seconds left. Gets into 22. 22 is going to try to go around Carmichael. Gets stopped and gets called for a travel. 7 seconds left to go, and the Lady Dragons will have the last shot of the quarter. 13 is Brooklyn Mast for the Lady Eagles. Gamble to inbound. Gamble to Taylor. Taylor to Gamble. 5 seconds left. Gamble across the timeline. She gets double teamed. Gets fouled. No basket. No shot, though. Team foul number 4. 1.8 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
That's on Faith Hayes.
That foul is on Hayes. Her third, team fourth. Taylor to inbound. Taylor to Gamble. Gamble puts up a 3 before the buzzer. Almost banked it in. Your score after 3, 71-38. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter action here on Dragon Vision.
Your attention, please. There is no school in Anderson County tomorrow. Sergeant Gibbs will remind you excessive celebration is not allowed.
Welcome back to Clinton Lady Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. If you didn't hear Skip McMillan's announcement over the PA system, there is no school once again for Anderson County Schools tomorrow. No schools tomorrow for Anderson County Schools. Right now here, fourth quarter action getting ready to begin. 71-33 for the Lady Dragons. You've got 5 seniors on the floor. Addie Gamble, Lainey Carmichael, Sammy Stewart, Kylie Gallagher, and Josie Moody. 71-33. Moody with the ball to Gamble. Gamble to Moody. Moody to Carmichael. Carmichael, full court heave over to Gamble. 4-3. Drains it again. 74-33 in favor of the Lady Dragons. 41-point lead, 7:40 to go in this ball game. Buckner trying to get around Gallagher. She underhands it off the backboard. No good. Rebound Carmichael. Carmichael with it. She's going to come up the floor. Carmichael into the corner to Moody. Moody over to Gamble. Gamble's another 3. Off the backboard. Almost rims in. Rebound Dakota Large. And last touch by the Lady Dragons.
How many threes she have?
We'll figure out how many threes Gamble has here in just a few minutes. She had 7 earlier this season. I know she's close to that right now. 7 minutes to go. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Buckner with the ball. Buckner picked up by Gamble. Gets it up to Qualls. Qualls to Buckner. Buckner over to number 2. Looks, thought about a 3. Picked up by Gallagher. Oh, that one picked up by the cheerleaders. Not sure where she was trying to throw that one. 6:33 remaining, and remember, and this is now a running clock game. Because of the 30-point lead, this is a running clock quarter. 74-33. Moody with the ball in the front court. Moody to Gamble, back to Moody. Moody gets around, bounce pass to Gamble. Gamble, step back, 3, tipped. Rebound, Gallagher. They were trying to get it to Gallagher. She gets it to Carmichael for 3, no good. Rebound, Moody. Moody off the back, no good. Gallagher winning off the backboard, no good. Another rebound, she gets fouled, no call. Rebound goes to Gibbs. Buckner with the ball in the front court. Gibbs with numbers. Stolen by Gamble, number 10. Gamble has a double-double on the night. Gamble with the ball, comes into the front court. Spots up, deep 3. A little bit short, rebound Stewart. Stewart to Gamble. Gamble, top of the circle for 3. A little strong, rebound Stewart again. Stewart, this time to Carmichael. Carmichael into Gallagher. The only senior not to score. And they call a foul underneath the basket. Clock still runs. 5:19 to go. 41-point lead for the Lady Dragons. That foul on Wilkerson, number 2 for Gibbs. Her first, team first. Carmichael inbounds. Carmichael high inbound to Moody. Moody gets it back to Carmichael in the corner. Carmichael to Moody. Moody gets past the screen by Gallagher. Sets up. Bounce pass to Addie. Addie for 3. And the bank is open. 77-33 for the Lady Dragons. 44-point lead. Buckner with the ball picked up by Gallagher. Dribble handoff to Qualls for 3. No good. Rims out. Stewart with a rebound. Stewart to Gamble. Gamble's going to run. 3-on-2 for the Lady Dragons. Gamble slows down. Spots up. 3-pointer. Oh, a little short. Rebound Moody. Moody gets it. Moody cross to Carmichael. Carmichael bounce pass to Stewart. Stewart backboard. No good. Rebound gets her home off the backboard and in. 79-33. 4:16 to go in this game. Buckner with the ball for Gibbs, picked up by Gamble. Addie has 6 3-pointers so far. 7 will tie the school record. We'll see if she can do it. Stolen. Good steal by Gallagher. Addie on her way. Is she going to spot up? She will spot up. Off balance 3. No good. Rebound Moody. Moody off the backboard. No good. Rebound Gallagher. Gallagher fouled. No call. Strip. Gibbs with the ball. Gibbs gets it over to Large. Large into Qualls. Qualls for 3. No good. Rebound Moody to Gamble. Gamble, she's going to spot up. Will it be number 7? No, but Carmichael with the rebound. Carmichael off the backboard. She gets it in, 81-33, and a timeout is called. Timeout, Lady Dragons, 3:25 to go here, and it's a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a very quick timeout with them on Dragon Vision. Welcome back. Clinton Lady Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. Wholesale changes for the Lady Dragons. Only Addie Gamble stays on the court. Addie Gamble, Kinsley Hutchison, Abby Phillips, Topanga Easterday. And I will get the name for number 11 for the Lady Dragons here in just a moment. But in the backcourt comes Gibbs. 3:22 remaining in a running clock. Fourth quarter, 81-33 in favor of your Lady Dragons. Addie with a steal. Easy double-double now for Addie. She's going to spot up, try to get a 3. Up. Will it be 7? No, it gets off the backboard. Hutchison with the rebound, picked up by number 11. 11's trying to get some space. Gets it over to Hutchison. Hutchison to Gamble. Gamble nearly gets it stolen. Addie, is a steal on Abby? Are they going to call a foul on Abby? Yes, they call a foul on Addie Gamble. Clock continues to run. 2:48 to go in this game. 81-33. 2.5 minutes to go. 48-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Gibbs with the ball. Hayes over to Qualls. Qualls to Buckner. Buckner thought about a 3. Gets it over to Hayes. Hayes deflected into the backcourt, but she will hold on to it. Near reach in right there by Topanga. You got lucky on that call. 2:15 to go. Gets into the quarter, 24, runner, no good. Rebound goes to Hutchison. Hutchison to Gamble. Gamble in the front court. What's she going to do? Gamble, dribble past her. Comes back, tries to get a screen. Gets a screen, gets wide open from the wing. No good. Who's going to get the rebound? Rebound goes to Qualls. Qualls last touched. It should be Lady Dragons basketball. No, they're going to give it to Gibbs. 1:50 to go in this game.
If you're part of the senior celebration, parents, if you will move to the end where the Clinton cheerleaders are.
100 seconds to go in this game. 81-33 in favor of your Lady Dragons, looking to improve to 24-2 on the season. Hayes with the ball. Hayes picked up by Gamble. 90 seconds left. Hayes, dribble handoff to Buckner. Buckner picked up by Gamble. 80 seconds left. Not sure if the Lady Eagles want to try to score again. They're dribbling it out. 70 seconds left. Gets it up to Qualls. Qualls picked up by Hutchison. In. Nearly stolen. Stolen by Easterday. Easterday's going to run it. She's looking for someone. Easterday gets it. She's going to hand it off to Addie. Addie for 3. Too strong. Rebound. Gibbs. 54 seconds to go. They're trying to get that record to Addie. Full court heave to Qualls. Qualls for 3. Short, out of bounds. Saved by Gibbs. Gibbs. Hayes off the backboard, in. 81-35. 40 seconds to go. Easterday with the ball. Easterday to Gamble. Gamble's going to go again. We know she's going to try it. Screen pass Hutchison. Addie spots up. Lets one by her and it gets deflected out of bounds. Picked up by Gibbs. 24 with this. Gets the rebound. She's going to run it. Gamble's going to try to go by her. Gamble steals it and steps on the line after the steal. And there is a substitution going to be called. They're going to let the clock run out, though. Hutchison's going to sit down. 10 seconds left. They may not even inbound it. They will not inbound the game. 5 seconds to go. Your final score, Lady Dragons 81, Lady Eagles 35. Addie Gamble, we think she had 6 made threes. We're going to get a scorebook update here in just a few minutes. But once again, your final score, Lady Dragons win 81-35 here on Dragon Vision.
Basketball fans, stick around as we do our senior night celebration coming up on the bill.
She'll let you try it. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Clinton High School Senior Night 2026. Tonight we pause to recognize a special group of athletes on Senior Night. These seniors have dedicated countless hours to this program through hard work, sacrifice, and commitment, while representing our school with both pride on and off the court. We also thank families, coaches, and supporters who have stood behind them every step of the way. Tonight is about honoring their journey, their impact, and the legacy they leave with our basketball program. Please join us as we recognize our class of 2026 seniors. First, the cheerleaders. Hannah Cook. Hannah is escorted by her mom, Jennifer Cook, and sisters Haley and Abigail. Her favorite memory is going to Disney World for Nationals 2 years in a row. After graduation, she plans to attend the Citadel, where she will major in criminal justice and commission as an officer in the Army. Hannah would like to thank her mom for always supporting her. She would also like to thank Coach Brooke, Major Kallstrom, and Sergeant Gibbs for always pushing her to be the best she can be. Lastly, she would like to thank God for giving her the ability to do what she loves these past 4 years. Without God, none of this, she says, would be possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Cook. Next is Addison Maddox. Addison is escorted by her mom, Susie Harris, dad Josh Harris, brother Bryson Maddox, and sister Logan Harris. Addison's favorite memory is beating Oak Ridge in the playoffs 2 years ago. After graduation, she plans to continue cheerleading while attending Bryan College to major in nursing in hopes of becoming a neonatal nurse. Addison would like to thank God for the many opportunities and blessings He's given her. She also wants to thank her parents for always supporting her in every season. Thank you to Barrett and Bryson for being the best role models, and Coach Brooke for always pushing her to be the best she can be. Lastly, thank you, Clinton, for giving her the best 4 years. Go Dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, Addison Maddox. Next is Ayana Miller, escorted by Mother Jennifer Blair, Father Travis Blair, Sister Coraline Blair, and Brother Maverick Blair. Ayana's favorite memory is meeting Oak Ridge 2 years ago during the football playoffs. After graduation, she plans to attend either Penn State University or University of Alabama to major in kinesiology. Ayana would like to thank her parents for supporting her through everything and providing her with the resources needed to succeed, as well as all the sacrifices made for the past 4 years of cheer to be possible. Lastly, she would like to thank the Lord for giving her the strength and ability to cheer and for guiding her every step of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Ayana Miller. Hannah Whitley. Hannah is escorted by her dad, Gary, her mom, Angela, and sister, Emily Whitley. Hannah's favorite memory is when the team went to nationals at Walt Disney World. Her plans for after graduation are to attend UTC and major in elementary education and minor in business. Hannah would like to thank her parents and family for all of their love, support, and for always believing in her. None of this would be possible without them and their constant encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Whitley. Next is Gracie Williams. Gracie is escorted by Dad, Steve Williams. Gracie's favorite memory is the win versus Oak Ridge in football 2 years ago in the playoffs. Isn't it for all of us? After graduation, she plans to attend Rome State and study radiology in hopes of becoming an MRI technician. Gracie would like to thank her family and Carson for always supporting her with every season. She also wants to thank Dragon Nation. She wouldn't pick another crowd. Thank you to Coach Brooke for stepping up and treating them like her own. Lastly, she gives her final thanks to God for allowing her to compete the past 4 years with every blessing He has given her along the way. And go Dragons. Ladies and gentlemen, Gracie Williams. And now for girls basketball. Lainey Carmichael. Lainey is escorted by Dad, Leslie Carmichael, Mom, Vicky Carmichael, and sister, Ainsley. Lainey's favorite memory is traveling to Tampa with the team her sophomore year. After graduation, she plans to play basketball and attend college, majoring in accounting. Atta girl. Lainey would like to thank her mom and dad for being there for her through thick and thin. All of her coaches that have been there and coached her, and all of her teammates. Her final words to everybody is, love y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Lainey Carmichael. Next is Kylie Gallagher. She's escorted by Mom and Dad, Alicia and Scott Gallagher, and her brother Xavier. Kylie's favorite memory is traveling to Western Kentucky University with the team her freshman year. After graduation, she plans to attend Middle Tennessee State University and study child life or nursing. Kylie would like to thank her family for always supporting her in everything she does, and her coaches for giving her the opportunity to have a place to grow and succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Kylie Gallagher. Addie Gamble. Addie is escorted by her dad, Ben, her mom, Danielle, and sister, Mason, is the Oak Ridge win during her sophomore year. After graduation, she plans to continue her basketball career as she is signed with Carson-Newman University. Addie would like to thank her mom and dad for all the time and support they have given throughout her basketball journey. She also thanks all of her coaches and teammates for all of their support and fun times together. And tonight, if we're not mistaken, she ties a single game three-point field goal made record. Ladies and gentlemen, Addie Gamble. Next is Kinsley Hutchison. Kinsley is escorted by her mom, Mackenzie Earl, and her sister, Charlotte Hutchison. Kinsley's favorite memory is traveling to Tampa and winning the St. Pete Elite Bracket and beating Oak Ridge twice during the 25-26 season. After graduation, she plans to attend ETSU to major in political science. Kinsley would like to thank her mom. She says, "Mom, you are more precious than rubies." And her sister for being the consistent light in her life. Special thanks to every single one of my coaches and above all to the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, Kinsley Hutchison. Josie Moody. Josie's escorted by her dad, Jason, mom, Carrie, and brother, Kobe, and sister-in-law, Skylar. Josie's favorite memory is traveling to Tampa with the team in 2023-24. After graduation, she plans to continue her volleyball career at Carson-Newman. Josie would like to thank her parents for always being there for anything she does. Thanks to her aunts and uncles for the encouragement, and her Grammy and Pappy for being the reason she is here. Also to all of her coaches that have believed in her and picked her up when she truly needed it. Ladies and gentlemen, Josie Moody. Grace Stewart. Grace is escorted by mom Dee Collins, dad Chris Stewart, and stepmom Shelley Stewart. Grace's favorite memory is traveling to Tampa with the team and all the locker room talks. After graduation, she plans to continue her basketball career and major in general construction management. Gracie would like to thank all of her coaches for the support and opportunities, and of course, her teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Stewart. Now for the boys basketball. Jackson Wilburn. Jackson is escorted by parents Rachel and Chris Walker, sister Sierra, brother Chase, and niece JC. Jackson's favorite memory is harassing his brother as he drove the team van to out-of-town games and getting food on the way at McMillan during the first period. After graduation, he plans to attend MTSU and study aerospace engineering. Jackson would like to thank all of his teachers, friends, and family that have supported him throughout school. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Wilbur. Next is Eli Slavin. Unfortunately, Eli is homesick tonight, but his family is here to represent him. Escorted by mom Mary Slavin and brother Bradley. Eli's favorite memory is playing at NTSU this past summer with the team and the Christmas party in Kentucky. He would like to thank his mom, dad, and Coach Walker. We know he's tuned in on Dragon Vision. So here's to you, Eli. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli Slavin. Sage Ford. Sage is escorted by mother Kristen Land, father Brian Ford, and wife Ann. Siblings Zadie and Xander Ford. Sage's favorite memory is joking around with coaches on trips, at practice, and before games. After graduation, Zayden plans to attend the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, where he will major in business. He's also doing an internship for a local accounting firm this semester. Zayden would like to thank God, all of his coaches, and his late stepfather, J.T. Land. Ladies and gentlemen, Zayden Ford. Next is Cam Anderson. He's escorted by his mom, Elisha Martin. Cam's favorite memories are every moment with his teammates this season. And most of all, I'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to everyone in Clinton that's been a huge supporter of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam Anderson. Next is Tristan Lundy, escorted by mom Brittany, and brother and sister, and also grandma. Tristan's favorite memory is being at NTSU this past summer. His post-graduation plans are undecided, but he would like to thank God, his parents, his grandma, and Miss Mason. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Lundy. Next is Braylon Hayden. Escorted by Mama Cassie, Dad Brent, Stepdad Rome, Brother Brendan, and Sister Brooklyn. Braylon's favorite memory is his sophomore year during the Christmas trip with Bryson, Kate, Jeremiah, and Carson. His post-graduation plans are undecided, but he would like to thank all of his coaches, family, and supporters, and definitely the Richardson family. Last but not least, he would like to thank the Lord above. Ladies and gentlemen, Braylon Hayden. Let's see, I think we got one more here. Oh yeah. Bryson Maddox. Bryson's escorted by his mom Susie, dad Josh, and sister Lolo. Bryson's favorite memory is all of the band rides with Alcorn, Wilburn, Camden, Coach Cool, and Coach Locker. After graduation, he plans to play football at MTSU, as he signed earlier in the fall, while getting a degree in business. Attaboy. Bryson would like to thank Coach Locker, Coach Stack, Coach Little Locker, that is, he says, and Coach Shute. Ladies and gentlemen, One of the best athletes that Clinton has seen, Mr. Bryson Maddox. So on behalf of our school and community, thank you to all our seniors and their families. Once a dragon, always a dragon. Let's have a nice round of applause.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Basketball here on Dragon Vision after a very long senior night for the Dragons. Lady Dragons coming off a very big victory, 81-35, improving their record to 24-2 on the season. Now the Dragons come in with a 6-0 record in district play and 21-7 on the season. A win tonight will keep them within earshot of winning the district. Friday's game will determine who will be the 1 seed between your Clinton Dragons and the Anderson County Mavericks, both in boys and girls basketball. The game will be Friday at 7 for the boys, or for 7:30 for the boys and 6 o'clock for the girls. Getting ready to announce the starting lineups. First for the Gibbs Eagles.
First of all, the starters for the visiting Eagles. At a post, number 1, Gage Walker. At a forward, number 24, Connor Riggs. At guard, number 20, Luke Ellis. At guard, number 2, Lee Wolosik. And at point guard, number 14, Cam Bates. The Eagles are coached by Matt Granville. And now for your Clinton Dragons. Your seniors once again, non-starting number 2, correction, number 22, Cam Anderson. And now for the starting lineup. At a post, number 0, Braylon Hayden. At another post, number 1, Tristan Lundy. At a wing, number 20, getting the start tonight, Zayna Ford. Also getting the start this evening at guard, senior number 12, Jackson Wilbur. And your final senior starter, but certainly not the least, number 3, Bryson Maddox. The Dragons are coached by Chris Locker and a host of others.
Welcome back as we get ready to start senior night for the Dragons. You will have 5 seniors starting for your Clinton Dragons tonight. Bryson Maddox, Zayden Ford, Jackson Wilburn, Tristan Lundy, and Braylon Hayden. And there's one more senior for the Dragons. It will be Cam Anderson when he comes out. Dragons 21-7 on the season, looking to extend their district winning streak to 7 games ahead of the game Friday night at Anderson County. Maddox lines up for the tip and wins the tip. Goes to the backcourt but tips it out of bounds. Still be Clinton ball, 7:59 in the first quarter. Braylon Hayden to inbound. Hayden to Maddox. Maddox being picked up in the backcourt by 20 for Gibbs. I do not have the Gibbs roster. I will get it as soon as I can. But Maddox with the ball in the front court. Gets it to Hayden. Hayden drives through. Bounce pass to Wilburn. Off his fingertips. Saved by Maddox. But he stepped on the line. Turnover for the Dragons. 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. One turnover each. Gibbs to inbound. Full court pressure for the Dragons. Guarded by Hayden, this number up to 24, over to 20. 20 is going to try to drive in. Spots up from 3, gets it in. Gibbs gets an early 3-0 lead. Maddox with the ball. Ellis with the 3. Maddox with the ball. Dribbles past number 20. Gets it to the corner to Lundy. Lundy gets him off his feet. Up. And he's going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the line for 2. I thought he was going to go for a dunk, but he got fouled up there. Lundy's going to go to the line for a pair. Foul is on number 1. His first, team first. One is Gage Walker.
Tristan Lundy at the line.
Lundy at the line for his first. First one's up, first one's good. Lundy nicknamed free throw by Hoppy Merriman. 3-1 your score here, 30 seconds into the game. Lundy 2 for 2. Gibbs inbounds. Half-court pressure by the Dragons. Gibbs has 4 in the backcourt. Now they've got 3. Coming across the front court. Hayden's going to pick up the defender at the C. He's going to try to get by Hayden. Hayden keeps him there. He gets it over to the wing. Picked up by Lundy. Over to 1. Picked up by Ford. Dribble handoff to 2. Tries to get through a screen. Double team now. Pushes off Maddox. Throws it in to 24. 24. Picked up. Up. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound Hayden. Hayden driving. Gets it up to Lundy. Stolen by 14. Intercepted all the way across. Hayden tried to do a full court heave. Gets it inside. Up. Over Ford. No good. Rims out. Picked up by 24. And off the backboard. 5-2 early lead for Gibbs. Hayden to Maddox. Maddox is going to try to run the court with it. Maddox gets by. Gets it over to Lundy. Lundy in the wing. He drives in. Goes up. Off the backboard and in. Lundy with 4 early points. 5-4 your score here. 1 minute, 30 seconds into this game. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Once again, you got Maddox, Hayden, Lundy, Ford, and Wilburn for the Dragons. All 5 seniors. Bounce pass to 24. 24 is stolen by Ford. Picked up by Wilburn. Wilburn gets it to Hayden. Hayden runs it up. Hayden slows it down. Gets it back to Wilburn. Wilburn to Maddox. Maddox wasn't too happy about that one. You could tell he wanted to get some room. He backs out. Ford sets a screen. Maddox goes the opposite direction. Step back. Throws it over to Lundy. Lundy with 4 points already. Tries to drive in. Bounce pass into Ford. Off the backboard. In. Lundy with an assist. Ford with his first 2 of the game. Lundy's got 4. Ford's got 2. 6-5 your score. 2 minutes, 30 seconds into this game. 14 with the ball. Dribbled. Lundy with a steal. Deflected by Hayden. Lundy to Hayden. Up. Missed the dunk off the back of the iron. Ford with the rebound to Maddox for 3. Maddox with 3. 9-5 your score here. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Hayden tried a big dunk. Missed it, but Ford got the rebound. Got it to Maddox for 3. Gibbs with the ball in the front court. Deflected by Hayden. Lundy tips it. Will he save it? He hits it up. Does not save it. Lundy tried on that one. 5:06 remaining in substitutions for Gibbs. 30 comes in, 24 goes off. And for the Dragons, the final senior does not get to come in just yet. Anderson was waiting. Gibbs with the ball. Trailing by 4, 9-5. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Throws it over, lobs it to the corner for 2. 2 for 3, no good. Rebound. Hayden tips it up to Maddox. Will he do it? He goes up. 2-handed slam. Bryson Maddox. And a quick timeout called by Gibbs. Score 11-5. A very quick timeout. Is it a 30-second? It is a Gibbs timeout. Full timeout. We're going to take a quick one with them here on Dragon Vision. 11-5 your score.
See
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. Gibbs with the ball, trailing by 6, 4:46 to go in the first quarter. Maddox has 2. Lundy has 4. And Ford has 2. Now Maddox has 3. Spot for 3, no good. Rebound Lundy. Lundy with the ball, he's going to get it to Maddox. Maddox, hesitation step. Back off the backboard, no good. Rebound Wilburn. Wilburn gets it blocked. Rebound Gibbs. Once again, it is senior night. Dragons with 6 seniors, 5 on the floor right now. Anderson on the floor for the first time tonight. He is the 6th senior. 2 gets it over to 30 in the corner. Inside to 1. 1 guarded by Lundy. Trying to find somebody. He's going to try to back Lundy down. Bodies him up. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound Wilburn. Wilburn with the rebound. Gets it up to Maddox. Max goes across the timeline with it. He tries. He goes to a triple team. Gets into the corner to Anderson. Anderson off the backboard and in. Maddox with the assist. Anderson with his first basket of the night. 13-5 your score. 3:44 remaining in the first quarter. 14 with the ball. Dribbles it underneath Lundy. Spots up for 3. No good. Rebound Maddox. Easiest rebound Maddox will get all night. Maddox is going to try to drive by himself. No look to Lundy off the backboard. Reverse it in. 15-5, 10-point lead for the Dragons here early in this game. Slow roller back to the inbounder. Gibbs is going to walk it up. Anderson's going to try to pick him up in the backcourt. Anderson and Lundy, they finally get into the corner. Picked up by Wilburn. Gets it up to number 2, picked up by Lundy. We're going to try to lob it in to 1. 1 picked up by Ford. Bounce pass to 20. 20. Almost stolen by Anderson. Goes for 3, and it's in. That stops a 15. That stops a big run for the Dragons. Maddox behind the back, gets it across the timeline. Maddox thought about a very deep 3. No look to Wilburn. Wilburn gets it stolen. Wasn't paying attention. Got it poked from behind. 2:38 to go. 15-8 your score. First quarter of play. Lady Dragons won 81-35. Stolen by Ford. Maddox had it, but he lost control. 20 does a hesitation step. 2 does a step back 3. Tipped by Maddox. Rebound Wilbur. Jackson with the ball gets it up to Tristan. Tristan's going to go up. Tristan, hesitation pass 2. Gets it by him. Loses control, but holds it back. He's got Maddox at the line. Maddox gets it, slowing the pace down. 2 minutes to go. Dragons up by 7. Maddox, hesitation step. Gets into the corner to Anderson. Anderson, he goes up, gets it stripped over to Lundy. Lundy thought about a 3. Goes underneath, gets it look to Maddox. Maddox thought about 3. He's going to go up. Reverse off the backboard and in. 17-9 your score. Or 17-8 your score. 9-point lead for the Dragons. 1:42 to go in the first quarter. 20 with the ball. Gets it into 30. 30 over Wilbur. No good. May have been deflected. Ford with the rebound. Anderson's got it coming across the timeline. Anderson, no look. Over to Lundy. Lundy in the corner. Drains it. 20-8 now. 80 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2 with the ball. No look over to 20. Still in the backcourt. Gets a cutter right in the middle. 14. Gets it into the corner to 1 for 3. No good. Air ball. Rebound Anderson. Anderson's going to come up the floor with it. Anderson. Cuts through everybody. Jump step. Bounce pass to Ford. Loses control. Picked up by Gibbs. Gibbs with the ball in the backcourt. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Down by 12. Deep three-pointer. Drains it. 9-point lead now. 20-11. And Maddox with the ball. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Maddox spots up from 3. No good. Long rebound's going to go all the way into the backcourt. Say it was deflected. And they're going to give it to, we're waiting, no signal yet. They haven't given a signal. They're going to discuss it. Maddox thought it was deflected, and they're trying to tell both teams to get away. They're going to discuss it. We're going to aim it at them as they make their decision. Maddox said it was deflected. Gibbs said it wasn't. They're in the backcourt discussing it. And they're going to call it jump ball because and it's going to give the ball to Gibbs. No one had a good view of it. Gibbs will have the ball in the front court. .34.7 seconds left in the first quarter. They get it in the backcourt. 14's going to have it, 30 seconds to go. Dribbles into the front court, picked up by Hayden. You've got the normal starting five, several of the starting five up for the Dragons. Nelson's going to get the rebound. Nelson drives, no look to Hayden. Hayden to Alcorn. Alcorn for three, no good. Maddox with a tip in though. 22-11. Maddox came flying in from the three-point line and got a tip in. Doubling up Gibbs as we get ready to end the first quarter. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Goes for three. Misses it at the buzzer. 22-11 your score here as we end the first quarter of play here on Dragon Vision.
Wow.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. The Dragons are doubling up the Gibbs Eagles 22-11 after one quarter of play. To begin the second quarter action, it will be Dragons ball with Maddox, Nelson, Hayden, Alcorn, and Lundy on the floor for the Dragons. Nelson will start with the ball in the backcourt. Dragons started all five seniors, all six seniors have played already today. Nelson gets into the court of Maddox. Maddox with a tip in just now to end the first quarter. Nelson into the corner to Lundy. Lundy dribble past him. He did a jump step though, and it's going to be called for a travel. He didn't pass the ball like he was intended to and landed before he landed for the travel. Gibbs with the ball down by 11. If you're just joining us, the Lady Dragons won 81-35 just a little bit ago before we had our senior night festivities. 22-11 your score here in the second quarter. 14 with the ball, trying to get it by some Dragons. He does. Over into the corner. Corner for three. No good. Rebound Lundy. Lundy with the ball now. Lundy's going to get it to Hayden. Hayden's going to run it. Hayden slows it down, gets it to Maddox. Maddox fights through four of them, gets into the corner, gets fouled while he was cutting through the lane. First team foul of the quarter for Gibbs. Foul is on looks like number 23. Jaden Sims, his first, team first. Maddox coming back to get a call from Coach Lockhart. No one's going to pay, and they're going to substitute in while Maddox is waiting. Maddox thought they were about to go with it. He's trying to play a little cat and mouse game as Nelson inbounds it. Nobody is watching Maddox. He is by himself. He goes in for three. No one around him. Short. Rebound Hayden. Hayden up. Backboard no good. Too strong. Rebound Gibbs. Maddox was trying to play some games and almost had an easy three-pointer. Gibbs with the ball now, down 11. In the corner is 15. Stripped, stolen by Lundy. Lundy to Alcorn. Alcorn's going to go with it by himself. Up, layup, to fingertip, no good. Rebound Hayden and in. Offensive board by Hayden. 24-11 now your score. Gibbs with the ball in the backcourt. 6:45 remaining in the first half. Dragons' largest lead of the night at 13. Alcorn picks up the point guard. Throws it into 15. Over into the corner, throws it away. Lockhart almost caught that one. 6:33 remaining. Alcorn to inbound. Once again, you got Alcorn, Nelson, Hayden, Lundy, and Maddox on the floor for your Dragons. Alcorn inbounds to Nelson. Nelson with the ball. Gets it to Alcorn. A little bit of a three-quarter press from Gibbs. Up to Nelson in the front court. Nelson to Maddox. Maddox by himself into Nelson. Good assist. No good, but the rebound to Hayden and in. That would have been a great assist from Maddox, but Nelson missed it, but Hayden gets the follow-up. Back-to-back follow-up tip-ins from Hayden. Gibbs with the ball picked up by Lundy. Gets in the front court. Maddox tries to get a swipe at it. Throws it into the lane. 22 spins around over Maddox's head. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound Hayden. Braylon with the ball. Braylon in the front court. A hard pass to Lundy. Back to Nelson. Nelson gets him off his feet. Bounce pass to Alcorn. Alcorn back to Nelson. Nelson, they thought about a three. No look to Lundy. Lundy fouled on the shot. No good, but should go to the line for a pair. Second team foul for Gibbs is on number 25. It's his first. Lundy 2 for 2 on the line so far tonight. And did the broadcaster jinx. 26-11 your score. 5:47 to go in the first half. You've got Lundy, Hayden, Nelson, Anderson, and Alcorn on the floor. Maddox is taking a seat for a couple minutes for a breather. Misses both. Gibbs with the ball. 2 in the backcourt. Gets it to point guard number 14. Half court to 20, 20 to 25. He backs out, guarded by Anderson. Tries to blow by Anderson. Jump step. Bounce pass over into the corner to 30. 30 gets it up, tipped by Lundy, picked up by the point guard. 2 with the ball. 2's going to try to get by Lundy. Can't get by him. Now he does. Nearest trip, but it's stolen by Nelson. Nelson gets up to Lundy. Does he overthrow him? He does. No, Lundy saves it. Picked up by Gibbs. Lundy almost had a miraculous save right there. 2's going to go with it. Slows down. Anderson picks him up. Gets 25, sorry. Blocked by Alcorn. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson running the floor. Nelson tries to go coast to coast. Dribbles off his back hip, but regains control and will back out to the Dragon side. Gets it into Anderson. Anderson gets him off his feet. Reverse off the backboard and in. 28-11 now your score. Dragons up by 17. Dragons with 21 wins on the season already. 14, deep three over Hayden. Makes it, but no foul. He get hit. Nelson gets it up to Hayden. Hayden, there's the dunk he looked for in the first quarter. 30-14 now your score. 2 with the ball in the backcourt. Hayden going back. Anderson's going to pick up the point guard. Gets it in to 25. 25-14 for a three over Hayden. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Lundy. Lundy back to Nelson. Nelson's going to run. Nelson coming up with it. Thought about a three. Is going to go around. Spin move in the lane. No look to Hayden. Hayden. Anderson. Anderson. Lundy. Lundy drives in. Fingertip. No good. Rebound Gibbs, number 25. Gibbs in the backcourt. Dragons walking back with him. Dragons getting ready to sub. Gets it up. Lundy off his foot. Blocked by Lundy. Picked up at the 3 line by Gibbs. No good. Rebound Lundy. Lundy to Nelson. Nelson slows it down at half court. Nelson to Hayden. Reverse. No foul. Made the basket. 18-point lead for the Dragons. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Gibbs with the ball. 25 is going to drive. Go past Nelson. Up. Backboard. No good. Rebound Alcorn. Alcorn. 3-on-3. Running into the front court. Alcorn looking for someone. No look. Hayden slowed down. Alcorn tried a no-look pass. Hayden wasn't ready. Zayden Ford, Jackson Wilburn, and Bryson Maddox check in. Wholesale subs for the Dragons. 5 seniors on the floor. Maddox, Wilbur, Anderson, Ford, and Hayden. 32-14 as Gibbs has the ball in the backcourt. Picked up by Maddox. Into the front court. See if he's going to try to get around Hayden. Backs it up. Hayden's outstretched arms won't let him go by. Goes in the corner, guarded by Wilbur. Push off, but no call. He's going to try to drive by Wilbur. No looked over to 24. 24 thought about a 2, or thought about 3. Anderson gets him. Into the corner. Wilburn and Wilburn's going to get called for a foul in the corner. 2:48 to go in the first half. First team foul that quarter for the Dragons. Sorry, that was Ford on the foul. Said he got him across the arms when he was trying to throw it. 3 to inbound. 3 versus 3, and there's a big size difference. He's going to float it up. Wilburn gets the steal. Wilburn's going to go. He gets it up to Hayden. Hayden, no look to Wilburn. Off his fingertips, saved by Maddox. Maddox gets fouled as he runs into the lane. 2:42 remaining in the first half.
Fouls number 3, Cade Cameron, his first.
It's on Cameron, his first, team third. Wilburn, bounce pass into Maddox. Maddox with the ball, trying to slow down the pace, telling Braylon where to go. Gets it over to Braylon. Hayden into the corner to Wilburn. Wilburn for three, in and out. I thought he had that one. We were trying to get Wilburn his three-pointer that he's been looking for. 32-14, 2:20 to go. A very deep three by Gibbs, and the cheerleaders are the only ones that can catch up to it. 2:19 to go in the first half. Will Jackson to inbound. Bounces it to Hayden. Hayden's going to walk it up. Hayden gets it into the front court. Hayden gets it to Wilbur. Wilbur nearly loses control but saves it. He gets it inside to Ford. Ford to Maddox. Maddox in the corner. Short. Rebound goes to Gibbs. 1:52 remaining in the first half. Dragons lead 32-14. 14 drives in past Anderson. No look over to one. One stolen by Maddox. Maddox 3-on-2 now. He's going slow. Hesitation step. Pull up. Mid-range. Short. Rebound Gibbs. 94 seconds. Deflected out of bounds by Anderson. 92 seconds to go in the first half. Substitutions for Gibbs. Once again, you got Hayden, Maddox, Anderson, Wilbur, and Ford on the floor for your Dragons. All 5 of the 6 seniors. 14 goes for a deep three. Might have been deflected by Maddox, or by Hayden. They say no deflection, just an air ball. 1:21 to go. Anderson inbounds to Hayden. Hayden getting the call from Lockard. Braylon's going to jog it up. Hayden with the ball looking into Wilbur. Jackson lobs to Maddox. Maddox back to Hayden. Back to Wilbur. Jackson. Hayden's got it again. Dragons playing keep away right now. Gets over to Maddox. Maddox to Wilbur. In the wing for three. Drains it! 35-14. Wilbur gets the three. 35-14, 45 seconds left to go in the first half here on Dragon Vision at the Donny Dome. 21-point lead. 14's going to try to drive. Hand off to 2. Goes to 14 in the corner. Get inside to 20. Blocked by Maddox and out of bounds. 32 seconds to go in the first half. Inbounds. 20 with it. Guarded by Anderson. He's going to try to get around him. 30 seconds left. Can't get around him. Finds 14. Up to the top of the circle. 24. Spots up from 3. Over Wilbur. No good. Rebound. Will be a foul on 23. Away from the ball was a foul on 23. Team foul number 4. That should be his second. That is his second, team 4. 20 seconds to go. Dragons probably looking for the last shot of the half. Maddox with it, running, splits the lane. He's going, no look to Wilbur, backboard, and one! 13 seconds left, 37-14. No look pass by Maddox to Wilbur. He gets fouled and one. That's Sims' third, team 5th, 13 seconds to go. Will he do it? Wilbur looking for the and one. Short off the front of the rim. 12 seconds to go. Gibbs will have the last shot. 10 seconds left. Picked up by Hayden. Floats to 2. He's going to hold it. Blocked by Wilbur at the half. 37-14 at the half. Wilbur with a huge blocked shot to end the first half. We'll be right back here with a 23-point lead on Dragon Vision.
at center court with Jasper Young from WYSH. For the WYSH, for the Coker Waste Solutions half-court shot for $100. Andrew Luck, our contestant this evening. It's a good shot, good attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Coker Waste Solutions half-court shot at halftime.
Welcome back here on Dragon Vision. I'm here with one of the seniors from tonight, Hutchison. Tell me, what was tonight like for you?
It was really emotional, but I'm really glad I got to go out there with my best friends and play basketball.
What's it been like these last 4 years?
It's really been just a journey with everybody, and we've played together since elementary school, and I think it's really special, just the chemistry we've been able to grow these 4 years.
Talk about that chemistry and how this season's gone along, 24-2 now.
I think we just play beautifully together. I mean, our defense, we know how to talk to each other. We know where our players are going to be at all times. Like, I can know that Addie's right behind me talking to me in my ear, telling me, I got one coming up. Like, I know that they have my back, and we play together very well.
Talk about tonight. What is this for you being here in the Donnie Dome? Just one last time for right now.
I think for me, it's just being where my feet are. It's really hard to think about these are your last games, so I'm really trying to focus on you're here right now, you're here with your friends, your coaches. We got to keep winning, we got to keep going.
Talk about, you're talking about winning, talk about Friday. What's this game going to mean like for you?
Friday, we're treating it like any other game. We know who we are. We're going to play our game. We're going to be who we are and who we know we are, and we're not really worried about our opponents because we're just going to do us.
And now just one last question. What does wearing that C mean to you?
Wearing the C is very important to me. I know I'm going to look back in 30 years and be like, be proud that I played for Clinton, that I get to play with these people, that I get to have the coaches that I have, and that I know even if we don't go as far as we want to go, I played with the people I love the most.
Perfect. Thank you, Kylie. Kinsley, sorry about that. We're going to get Kylie Gallagher up here next. Kylie, talk about tonight. What a big game this was for you and how much fun you're having.
I had so much fun tonight. I don't get much playing time, but when I do, it's just fun to be out there with my team.
What does it mean to you being with this team the last 4 years?
It means a lot. These are my best friends, and I couldn't imagine I'm doing it with anybody else.
What did tonight mean going out there, having such a big game, and then the senior celebrations?
It meant so much, and it just shows how much hard work we put in these last 4 years. And it's really showing now, like with our good record and all of that.
Now, the big thing I saw was the intros. What was that like, having your families out there?
That was so fun. And I've never started before, so I went out there and I did the dance. I ran past the refs. I didn't do anything. I had to go back and give them high fives.
What does this team mean to you?
It means so much to me. I'm so thankful God put me in the position to be back on the team this year because these are my best friends, and I'm so glad I came back.
And now I asked Kinsley this question. I'll ask you this last one. What does that C, when you put on the C, what does that mean?
That means so much. It's so much pride to have the C on the chest. Like, we're going out there to prove something every game, every time.
And now you got one more game this week. What's that going to be like? We got one more game. We know who we're playing. We're not going to say it, but what does that mean to you?
Just another game. They're nothing. They're nothing to us. Go Dragons.
Go Dragons. Thank you. We'll get Coach up here next. Hey, Coach.
Hey there.
Talk about tonight. What does this mean? This big win mean to you for senior night as well?
I mean, just to get them, we talked before the game and told them to be where your feet are. All of us wish we could go back to senior year and and that we could have these moments again and put the jersey on and wear the shoes. And I just told them, be where your feet are and get out there and have fun. I thought these girls did a great job defensively. Especially they picked it up in the second half, but we hadn't really been hitting our shots lately. We've been struggling, and so we tried to do some different things in practice this week to kind of really work on our outside game. But I thought overall, just they shared the basketball well together. I feel like Addie Gamble probably broke the single game steal record with 14. Yeah. I'm going to have to double check that, but to my knowledge, I don't think anybody's ever had 14 steals in a single game. I told her, I said, you're taking all our money away with all these plaques I'm having to buy. But I thought they played well. They shared the ball well. I feel like we had 4 in double figures. Our role players, man, I feel like they're coming up so key and so big. I thought Jaylee played really well against Scott County. Thought she played well tonight. Topanga brings you a spark. Yes. Kinsley's always in there getting every 50-50 ball. I thought Grace Stewart did a great job. Kylie came in and gave great minutes. And so overall, just a really good ball game. Now we've got our work cut out for us for Friday.
Right, and I was going to mention, before the game, when the bombs were out there, the families, what did that mean to you, seeing them out there?
Oh, I just think it's special. Senior night and all the things, it's not about us coaches. It's not about any of that. It's about the kids. And just to get them to smile and just have a good time out there. Again, it's about them. It's their senior night. It's not about anybody else but them. And they had brought it to my attention. I said, absolutely, let's do it.
Yeah, and you and I both, we graduated from here. We know what it's like being in here. What's Friday going to mean when we're going there to play? I know it's just the next game, but what's...
It is. I think that we make that game big in our heads, and I think it gets too big in our heads, and that we were so scared to lose the last game instead of playing to win. We're going to work on us. We're going to work on us. We're going to work on our defense, running in transition. We're going to work on who we are and go out and show them on Friday night.
Well, we're going to let your daughter say a couple words. What do you want to say anything before we get back to action on here?
Go Dragons!
Go Dragons. Thank you for that. And we're going to go back to action here as we start the third quarter of play. Score 37-14. Want to thank Coach Alicia Doherty, Kinsley Hutchison, and Kylie Gallagher for their tremendous job during our halftime just now. We will be checking that record also for Coach to see if indeed she had the record number of steals in a game. Braylon Hayden, Bryson Maddox, up for 2, makes it. 39-14 the score early in the third quarter. You got 5 seniors on the floor: Lundy, Anderson, Hayden, Maddox, and Ford for your Dragons. 39-14, 7:32 to go in the third quarter. Bounce pass into 2, picked up by Ford. He's going to get back. Anderson's now going to get him. 14 tried to go for a no-look pass. Hayden picks him up. Tries to get by Hayden. Little hesitation step. No-look pass back to 20. 20 up to 2 at the top of the circle. Lundy picks him up. Lundy won't let him get by. He almost hesitation and throws that one into the stands. 7:10 to go here in the third quarter. 25-point lead. Ford inbounds to Hayden. Hayden gets it into the front court. Hayden over to Lundy. Lundy thought about a 3 from the wing. He's going to dribble down to the corner and no looks to Maddox for 3. Rams around and in. 42-14 is the score. 28-point lead for the Dragons. 6:45 to go. 14 with the ball picked up by Maddox. No look pass into the center in the lane. Over to 20 in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound, put back. No good. Rebound, Lundy. 24 on that last shot. Lundy throws it away, but Maddox saves it. Maddox, no look. Spots up from 3. Nearly tipped. A little bit short. Rebound, Lundy. Lundy off the backboard. No good. Rebound, 1. Gibbs with the ball in the backcourt. Closing in on 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Into the wing. 20. No look pass to 1. Picked up by Maddox. Over Maddox and makes it. First basket of the quarter for Gibbs. Hayden with the ball. Hayden into the front court, slows it down. Once again, Hayden, Ford, Anderson, Lundy, and Maddox on the floor for the Dragons. Lundy with it. Thought about a 3, gets double teamed. Gets it over to Hayden. Hayden thought about a 3, gets it back to Lundy. Lundy drives in. No good. No look, gets it over to Maddox. Maddox thought about 3. Waits, goes up. 2-handed slam. 44-16 with less than 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 28-point lead. Gibbs in the front court. Picked up by Hayden. Gets through a screen, picked up by Ford. Tries to get around Ford. Gets it to 2, picked up by Maddox. Into 1. Hayden on him. He's going to try to drive by, spin move over Hayden. Hayden tips it. No good. He gets his own rebound, though, because no one blocked out. Hayden blocks it and saves it to Anderson. Anderson's going to run it. Anderson tries to go through. Up, backboard, in. Anderson coast to coast. 30-point lead, largest lead of the night for the Dragons. Gibbs with the ball. Gibbs in the front court, picked up by Hayden. Man for the Dragons. Hayden up, no block, but rebound Anderson. Went over Hayden's head. Anderson's going to get it. Anderson looks behind him, make sure he's not going to get a steal. Lobbed, tried an alley-oop to Maddox. Maddox back to Lundy. Lundy for 3. No good. Rebound, Gibbs. Gets it over into the corner. Thought about it, he's not going to do it. Max picks him up. Almost a steal. Gets it over into the corner. Gets by Ford. Spin move over Ford. Short. Rebound Anderson. Anderson to Hayden. Hayden into the front court. Hayden. Alley-oop. Layup. Maddox. He tried for the alley-oop, but Max was able to do the layup instead. 4:18 to go. 32-point lead. At this rate, we'll have another running clock in the fourth quarter. .14 by Ford. Gets it in the corner to 2. For 3, no good. Rebound. Gets his own rebound, not blocked out. 14's going to go for a deep 3. He no good. Anderson gets the rebound. Anderson's going to run. He's got Maddox. Maddox going to try to go through 2 of them. No look. Lundy, corner to Ford. Ford for 3. Short. Rebound. No one's blocking out. They let it go. Hayden finally picks it up. No one blocked out for the Dragons, and it almost went into the backcourt. Maddox now with the ball from Hayden. Maddox to Hayden for 3. No good. And Gibbs with the rebound. Subs waiting for both teams. Maddox with a steal. 1 on 3. He goes up through contact and gets fouled. 3:21 to go here in the third quarter. Subs coming in. Jackson Wilburn's going to sub. Maddox will be at the line for 2. Maddox at the line for a pair. The foul's on number 1. It is his second foul of the game. Maddox, first one's up. First one is good. 49-16 now with 3:21 to go. Wholesale subs for Gibbs. And Wilburn comes in for Lundy. .49-16. Maddox hits the half-century mark, gives us 50 points, 50-16, and now Isaiah Williams comes in for the first time in this game. Maddox sits down for Williams. 50-16, 3:16 to go in the third quarter. All the young players on it, looks like, for Gibbs. Gets it to the corner. 3, 14 from the wing. No foul. Gets a little bit of contact. Wilbur gets the rebound. Hayden with the ball. Hayden over to Williams. Williams for 3. Short. Rebound. Tipped by Ford. Picked up by Gibbs. And he steps on the line. No, a foul. I thought he stepped on the line. They're going to call a foul underneath the basket. It's on Anderson. His first, team first. Ben Tackett checks in for Zayden Ford. So you got seniors Wilbur, Anderson, and Hayden, along with Isaiah Williams and Ben Tackett on the floor for the Dragons. Gibbs with the ball in the backcourt. 2:52 to go in this third quarter. Kickball violation on the Dragons stays with Gibbs. 2:44 to go. And Logan Hill checking in for the Dragons. Gibbs trying to bounce it in, gets it into 20, or 30, sorry. 30, gets to 25. Guarded by Tackett, into the corner to 23. 23 up to 3, guarded by Hill. The lone freshman on the floor for the Dragons. Up, near block, but he gets in through contact. 50-18 now the score. Logan Hill with the ball. Hill going up the floor with it. Hill into the corner to Anderson. Anderson for 3. No good. Rebound. Stays with Gibbs. 25 on the rebound. Went through a triple team. Gibbs 3 running it. No look. Bounce past the 30. over Tackett and in. 30-point lead now for the Dragons, 50-20. Hill steps back, gets it to Tackett, back to Hill in the backcourt. Hill into the front court. He's going to try to drive around, gets it to Wilbur. Wilbur to Anderson. Anderson, around 4 of them. Over them all, off the backboard and in. Anderson pivoted his way around 4 Eagles to get that basket. 52-21 your score. Gibbs has the ball now in the front court, picked up by Hill. Into the corner, picked up by Williams. Up to 25. Tackett's guarding him. Tries to get through Tackett. Gets it no look to 23. Loses control. Tips it up. And to his bench. Last touch by Gibbs. 1:29 to go, and Alcorn checks in. Williams. Is he the one who takes a seat? No, Wilbur takes a seat. 1 senior left on the floor for the Dragons right now, and that is Cam Anderson. Anderson, Hill, Alcorn, Tackett, and Williams on the floor for your Dragons. Alcorn to Hill. Hill to Alcorn. Alcorn to Williams. Williams thought about 3, gets it back to Alcorn. Alcorn to Williams. Passing it back and forth. Gets it into Anderson. Anderson to Tackett and one! 54-21, 1:08 to play in the third quarter. Fouls on number 25. His second, team second. Tackett trying to make the N1. And Tackett gets the old-fashioned three-point play. 55-21, 34-point lead. Gibbs with the ball now. 1 minute left in the third quarter of play. It's in the 34, picked up by Williams. Stolen by Alcorn. Alcorn's going to run it. He's going up. Misses the layup. Hill gets the rebound. Hill, backboard, and in. 57-21, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. 25, bounce pass to 3. He tries to go through them all. No look, stolen by Hill. Hill with the ball in the backcourt now. 30 seconds to go, gets it up to Alcorn. Will the Dragons go for the last shot of the half? No, he's going to throw it away. It will be Gibbs' ball. 26 seconds left. Third quarter. Bounce pass. 3 with the inbound. 25 seconds left to go in this third quarter of play. Gibbs may try to hold it. 3 guarded by Hill. Does a no-look pass off the cutter. It will be Dragons ball with 13 seconds left. Alcorn's going to roll it up. Hill hasn't touched it. Clock hasn't started. Clock now starts. My clock started early. Hill with the ball. 10 seconds left. Hill to Williams. Deep. 3. Short. Rebound Anderson. Anderson fights through it. Anderson turns it around. Williams at the buzzer. Drains it! 60-21 as we end the third quarter of play. Isaiah Williams drains a 3-point basket. We'll be right back here in fourth quarter action on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon basketball here on Dragon Vision. We will have a running clock in this fourth quarter. Your score will be 60-21 when we begin, and it will be Dragons basketball. Maddox, Nelson, Hayden, Lundy, and Alcorn on the floor for your Clinton Dragons. Up 39. Nelson with the ball. Clock is running now. Nelson, Lundy, Maddox, Hayden, and Alcorn. Nelson over to Hayden. Hayden to Nelson. Top of the circle. Nelson thought about a deep 3, but he's going to back it up. Gets it over to Hayden. Hayden over to Nelson. Nelson gets it to Maddox by himself. Dragons just happy to pass this one around. Gibbs finally gets pressure on Hayden. Goes up, alley-oop, missed. Hayden tried to find Maddox for the alley-oop, but missed. Third attempt at the alley-oop tonight. Gibbs with the ball. Once again, a running clock here in this fourth quarter. Next game's up for the Dragons will be Friday night at Anderson County. It will be your Clinton Dragons versus Anderson County, boys and girls, both for the top seed in the district tournament coming up. 60-21 your score now. 7 minutes to go. Dragons will improve to 22-7 on the season. Goes up, gets Alcorn off his feet, off the backboard and in. First points of the quarter go to Gibbs. Lundy, no look pass, and misses a wide open layup from Nelson. Gibbs with the rebound. Gibbs running the floor. Alcorn closes it in, gets it inside. He travels, backing it in, picked up his pivot foot. Wholesale subs for the Dragons. Everyone comes out except, let's see, who's the one Dragon that stays in? It will be Alcorn. You will have Ben Tackett, Jackson Alcorn, Logan Hill, Brendan Hayden, and Cuevas for the first time tonight. Alcorn gets it into the front court. To Hill. Hill, he's going to drive. Gets through a lot of contact. He gets called for a travel, though. 6 minutes to go and counting. And Gibbs will now do some subs. Once again, on the floor for the Dragons. Hill, Tackett, Cuevas, Alcorn, and Brendan Hayden. 60-23 is your score here in the fourth quarter. Tackett picks up 25. Now Dragons are going into a zone. Gets it over to 20. 20 thought about a three. He's trying to find someone to pass it to. He's got no one open. Now he gets into the corner of 33. First time I've seen him out there today for Gibbs. 14 picked up by Hill. Goes for a deep three, makes it. 5-0 the score in this quarter for Gibbs. Your score is 60-26. Hill with the ball into Cuevas, back to Hill. Hill's coming across the timeline with it. Hill to Cuevas. Cuevas to Hill. Hill over to Alcorn. Alcorn to Cuevas. Cuevas thought about a three. He's going to drive underneath. Gets it to Hayden. Hayden to Hill. Hill backs it up. Passing for the Dragons. Alcorn's with it. Less than 5 minutes to go. He's going to get it over to Cuevas. Cuevas for a three. Oh, a little short. Oh, Hill tried for the rebound, but it tips out of bounds. 4:45 and counting in this ball game. Dragons will improve to 22-7 on the season. 7-0 in district play. (14-20) in the wing. Short rebound. Alcorn. Alcorn's going to go. Alcorn is going right there. He turns around. Gets it to Tackett. Tackett gets it tipped. Rebound. Gibbs. Gibbs picks it up in the backcourt. Closing in on 4 minutes to go. It looks like Nelson, Ford, and Williams are getting ready to check back in for the Dragons. 20 up through contact. No good. Rebound. Cuevas. 4-on-2 run for the Gibbs right here. Cuevas gets it. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Gibbs. Substitutions coming in. Nelson, Williams, Ford, and Wilbur coming in for the Dragons. Alcorn stays on the court. 3:40 to go in this game. Nelson with the ball. Nelson to Alcorn. Alcorn, deep three. No good. Rebound, Gibbs. Gibbs, almost picked up his pivot foot when he was coming back. Three's going to try to drive. Alcorn misses. Alcorn gets it. Nelson behind the back. He's going. He's got some room. He's going to spot up. 4-3 short. Rebound, Wilbur. Jackson to Williams. Williams, he's going to go for three and make it. Second three-pointer of the night for Williams. 63-26. 3 minutes to go here at the Donnie Dome. 63-26. 3 minutes left. Gibbs with the ball. Dragons up by 37. 34 with it, gets it to 25. He's going to try to drive past everyone, loses control. Goes through his legs. 33, blocked by Ford. Ford blocked from behind. Done. 2 blocks in a row by Ford. And last touch, they say, by Clinton. More subs. Hill's coming back in. And so is Brendan Hayden, the two seniors. Wilbur and Ford are going to sit down. And the seniors get a standing ovation. Cam Nelson, the only Dragon left on the floor. No, Cam Nelson, Jackson Alcorn, the two main starters still on the floor. 25 up, blocked by Brendan Hayden. Picked up by 3. He tries to spin by Williams. Quick pass to 15, goes up, no good. Rebound goes to Hill. Hill with the ball to Nelson. Nelson's going to run the floor. No look pass, stolen by 34. He was trying to get it, a sharp pass to Brendan Hayden. And Hill's going to be called for a foul with 2 minutes left to go in this game. Running clock still. 37-point lead for the Dragons. Three with the ball, 1:45 left. Picked up by Alcorn. No, bounce pass into the lane to 30 to 25. He jumps back, gets off Hill, goes in, short. Rebound 15. 15 goes up off the backboard and in. 63-28. Nelson with the ball, 80 seconds to go in this game. Nelson trying to get around 3. Gets him on a back pedal. Wholesale subs getting ready to come in for Gibbs. Nelson drives, loses control by Hayden and in. The lost control goes to Brendan Hayden and in. 65-28. 1 minute left to go here at the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. 25 with the ball. Over to 3. 4-3, no good. Rebound goes to 30. Gibbs with the board. 50 seconds to get blocked by Hill. He gets the rebound, gets it to Nelson. Nelson going for the alley-oop. Oh, Alcorn had it, but he just passed it back. Alcorn gets it back. He goes up, gets it tipped. Rebound goes to Gibbs. 40 seconds to go. Gibbs with the ball now in the front court. 35 seconds left. Gets it to 34. He thought about a 3. Will spot up from 3. No good. Rebound goes to Williams. 30 seconds left. Dragons may dribble it out. We'll see what happens here. 25 seconds left. It looks like they will dribble it out. Nelson standing around midcourt. 20 seconds left. Gets it over to Williams. The Dragons are going to move on. 22-7 with the final score will be 65-28 here in 10 seconds. They're trying to get him to shoot the basket. They're wanting him to shoot a basket with 2 seconds to nail. Nelson, will he do it? He puts up a 3 at the buzzer, and it's short. 65-28 is your final score here at the Don W. Locker Gymnasium. The Dragons win by 37. We'll be back here on Dragon Vision with interviews with head coach Lockard and any other Dragon that wants to come out after this game. We'll be right back here on Dragon Vision.
We're a little too late in the announcement, but we'd like to recognize the Clinton High School Alumni Association here this evening. You're down here in the corner of the gym set up. Please stop by as you leave and say hello. As of the moment, our next home game will be a week from Friday against Kingston. We appreciate your attendance here this evening, and thank you as always. And we also encourage you, please use good sportsmanship as urged by the TSSAA and the NFHS. Please use good sportsmanship as you leave the gym. Thank you and good evening. And no school in Anderson County tomorrow.
Welcome back to Dragon Vision. I'm here with senior Tristan Lundy. Tristan, tell me about tonight and what this meant to you.
Man, it meant a lot. You know, you only get like one senior year, so senior night means a lot. You know, you got to cherish it. You know, it's supposed to be your last home game, so, you know, I don't know how I'm going to feel once I leave Clinton, so I'm glad I got the experience tonight.
Talk about this game and what this meant to you, going out there with family, having Coach Chris here, everything.
It felt good. It was really good to walk out and have everyone give me a warm embrace, show that I really belong here, and made me feel very welcome. And, you know, I loved it. I feel like when I first got here, I didn't know how I felt about Clinton, but now I feel like Clinton is my home.
The next question I was going to say is about Clinton. You put that C on your chest. What does that represent to you?
It means a lot. It's like I put Clinton over a lot of things, and I feel like I'm going to continue to, like, even after I leave here.
We have a game coming up Friday. What are you looking forward to?
Hopefully beating AC. We beat them there. We'll be undefeated in the district. You know, it's not a lot of teams who do that, so hopefully we can, you know, be a part of that small group and show that we can do something with, you know, an unexperienced team.
Yeah, talk about this team. You got some seniors in today that haven't been. You had Zayden Ford, you had Wilbur. What has this team been like?
This team's been great. You know, Zayden and Jackson, even when they don't play, they're still 100% into the team. They're still bought into they're still bought into the progress that we have going on, the process. You know, it's just, I love it, man. Even the freshmen and the sophomores, Jaden Quaywas and Logan Hill, they always, you know, they show up to practice. They go 100% every day, and it just shows that they care, shows that they want it just as much as we do.
And now just one last question for us. What does Clinton mean to you? What does this team mean to you?
It's like another family. Like, even when I'm not at home, it's like I still have a family I could count on. I always have somebody who has my back, and it's just another family. Especially, like, I have, like, Braylon Hayden and Brendan Hayden. They're always on my side. They always, you know, pick me up. Little coach, big coach, anytime I need to talk to them about something, they reassure me, and it's just like always having a second home.
And now we're going to hand that over to Chris. Now, what do you want to say to Coach Locker right beforehand for this time with him?
I just want to thank Coach for, you know, taking me in. You know, when I was a freshman, I was, you know, he said horrendous. And, you know, I'm glad that he worked with me and, like, helped me build and helped me become the man I am today.
All right, thank you. Now we're going to hand the headset off to Coach Locker after this big win. Thank you again, Tristan. We had to get Tristan.
Yeah,
no one
good
gets
Lord,
Tristan.
He is absolutely playing great right now.
Yeah, talk about that. How much has he changed since just last year?
Oh, yeah, in 1 year. Don't even mention from a freshman year. You know, he was primarily, you know, a 4 or 5 man, and now we're able to move him out on the perimeter, as you saw tonight. You know, he's able to cut through the defenses. I think the biggest thing is it balances the floor for us a little bit. You know, I couldn't be more pleased. As far as player improvement over a course of 4 years, he might be the most improved player that I have ever coached, because he went from, like he said, horrendous to now, I mean, he's a game changer. You know, he can dominate certain portions of the game, and that's just I think that's just a testament to his character and his work ethic, because that doesn't just happen by chance. You have to earn that and work at it and get that, and I couldn't be more pleased with it.
You and I have been around this program for a long time. What does senior night mean to you?
You know, honestly, I was telling you know, some of the guys, I like it, but also as the coach, it can be very distracting, and get your guys mentally off of what they need to be focusing on. And that's a scary thing, especially when it's a district ball game. Typically, we try not to play them on a district game, but sometimes you have no choice. But, you know, I thought the kids actually responded extremely well. I think some of that was because of Zayden and Jackson. They were playing so well, it sort of juiced up the bench in the student section. You know, you expect Bryson and Braylon and Tristan and Cam to play really well. You know, we were missing one senior tonight due to the flu, Eli Slavin. And, you know.
Yeah, we failed to mention that one.
Yeah. And
talk about Slavin, too.
Well, you know, me and Jim talked about him last week. You know, he's an incredible shooter. but he can do more than just shoot the basketball. But bless his heart, he was so sick. I hated it. I was hoping he could at least come and experience senior night, just be announced and then go back home. But his mom just said he just didn't feel good, and he also said he didn't want to get any other players sick. And that again shows what kind of chemistry this team is starting to build. Eli's a big a part of this process as any of the other guys. We talked about, I was on the radio over there a minute ago talking about Zayden and Jackson and what a big part of our process they are, because day in and day out, their attitude is just unbreakable. And then you got a kid like Slavin, who his game is as explosive as Bryson and Lundy are. He can do it shooting the basketball.
Yes.
So we got to get him well and get him back moving and sort of get him uncorked for us, because he's a game changer as well. He can stretch the floor and he helps handle the basketball. Not to mention he's about a 93% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll get well. His mom and dad will take care of him, get him well really quick. But we need him back. I hate that he missed it tonight. That's why I walked out with his mom and his little brother, whose little brother's on our JV team, will be part of our varsity team next year. That's why I walked out holding this poster, because he needed to be recognized. So, but I do think that Ford and Jackson's play sort of helped refocus us tonight. And then defensively, good Lord. I mean, I've said this a number of times. This is one of the best defensive teams I've ever coached, and they just keep showing up and doing that. And during the game, I have trouble seeing it, and I'm fussing and carrying on and got to do this better and do that better. And then Coach Cool will say, you need to back off a little bit because, man, these guys are guarding. And then I go watch a film, and it's like, wow. But, I thought the one thing we did tonight was we maintained our focus for 4 quarters. We didn't let up, and we've done that a couple of times this year. So hopefully our process is working. We've got to be able to put 4 together and continue to keep winning. Got a big game coming up Friday night, and we've got a chance to, you can talk about the being undefeated in the season and that kind of stuff. None of that to me matters. Right now with this team, it's about our process and getting better.
Yeah, you've always been a tournament guy. You build yourself up to the tournament.
Yes.
How much did having this game tonight mean before having before Friday, instead of having a big layoff that we were going to have?
Oh, that's 100% why we played it. We needed to get on the floor. Tournament time does that to you as well, and you can't just beat yourself up in practice every day, and it's hard. And this team is so aggressive. We have to practice hard, and there's no choice in that. And so we needed a game. We needed to get out here and play, and boy, they sure did. As soon as we opened up the gates, here they came, and then I was really pleased. I see Matt Langlewis and Dalton Brown on there, 2 of our old players. I saw Langlewis at the Walmart a couple of weeks ago. I hadn't seen him in forever. I about choked him, hugging him so hard. Oh, Dalton, he was a gunner too. But I mean, I'm excited about this team, and Matthew, you've been around me long enough to know when I'm coaching harder, I think I've got a chance to push the boys further. So that's what I'm so zoned in right now, and I'm ready to practice right now. And it's hard to just wait.
Yeah,
so hopefully we get to play Friday. Anderson County's really good.
Yes.
I like their team. Scott County's good.
There's not a bad team at this
no,
district.
No, there's not.
Gibbs is not a bad team.
No, they're
That's
not.
a good team that we play.
They shoot it great. We just guarded so well tonight. They had trouble scoring.
Right.
Anderson County is a tougher guard because I think they have some guys that can do multiple things. So, we got to go do our homework and get ready. We have one day to get ready for it. So hopefully, we'll see you up there and we can take care of business.
We'll be up there. What's one final thing? Jim's not here. He'll be back on Friday. What's something you want to say to everyone watching at home? Because we were on Facebook and YouTube today for this.
Oh, that's awesome. We got so many of our old players that watch this, and even like my sister in the Netherlands. This is such a great thing we do. I love it because it keeps everybody involved, and and they get to see the new changes. You know, the biggest thing for me is Clinton. To me, I mean, I've grown up in this gym. You know, I was born into this program. You know, every waking moment I've lived, except for the couple of years I was gone to college, but I was still a fan and still coming in and watching. You know, I can feel the support building again, very similar to, you know, when you have really good teams, people like to come and watch, and I get that. But the support right now that we're hearing in the bleachers is a little different. People are fighting for these kids, and not just the boys, the girls team, and for our whole school. You know, the culture's changing a little bit more back when you were in school.
Yes.
You know, when you were in school, our student section was so big it took up the whole half side of that other gym.
And then we had the band sitting up over there.
And so you can see that sort of coming back around. You know, I think what we do is you have to acknowledge your administrators are doing a really good job.
Yes.
Your new teachers are doing a great job. But the biggest thing are the kids are buying in, which helps bring the parents in and then the rest of the community. And so, you know, it's exciting. I hope everybody keeps coming out and watching. I know that, you know, this is a great thing. My mom gets to watch the games because she can't come, and it's just, you know, and I get that. But, you know, if we can get more people here and more students here, that's the biggest thing for me. And we appreciate everything everybody's doing for us.
Yeah, we know we're going to have a big game Friday. We know we want people to watch here, but we want everyone to come to that game because that's going to be one of the biggest crowds we've had in
it will
forever.
It will be. It'll be packed house, and they'll be coming after us, and we'll be coming after them. So hopefully we can make it a war, and you know, that's the kind of games I like. Let's get down and dirty and get after it and see who comes out on top, and hopefully we can do that because, like I said, Anderson County does a great job, and you know, Jordan Jeffers is doing a really good job. He's got them in good spots, and they've got some good players, and it's going to be tough. So hopefully we can we will be up for it.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll let you do the sign-off this time because this is our last game for this week. We'll be there on Friday, but I'll let you do a sign-off.
Sounds good. Hey, everybody out there, you know, what a great game our kids played tonight for seniors. It was an excellent ball game. I thought they really enjoyed themselves. If you got to be here and watch it, it was fun for them. Great win. Got to keep this thing going, keep our